Are live on the air here again on Google Hangouts. It is my distinct pleasure to meet you at this amazing space, the Now. I call it the Now, which actually, yeah, that's actually the only place we really can exist in. You know, now time is actually nothing but nows, and now is a space. It's a time space, and I've come to find that it's really important to. To realize really what it takes and to become clear and to realize for ourselves how we have been conditioned away from this space. You know, we were as children already, we were always about tomorrow, and we learned about what it takes, the values of this world, competition, production, consumption, and so we have been. We are not living now. We're always living for something else, to be somewhere else. And we always have an agenda to get somewhere. But that really keeps us from really coming together as one, which we really are. And so this little video here, this little broadcast, which I'm starting to do more of at different times, and sometimes it can be shorter, sometimes it can be longer. But to remind people there, like yourself out there, of the importance of that. And also what that means. I'm watching the news again, and one should not really do that, because most of the things you see in the news is some negative news. And here's the telephone, here's Mother. Let's get on the phone with Mother real quick. Hallihallo, guten Morgen. Guten Morgen, grüße dich. Wie süß. Schnuckelig. Okay, dann gucke ich mal. Ich gucke jetzt, ne? Wie niedlich. Ja, ist, aha, ja. Gut, ich mache jetzt hier einiges, ne? Aber es geht gut, ne? Der hat gestern auch noch abgesagt. Der kommt heute wieder, weil der, ja, Hettenhausen, ja. Wirklich, ja.
Das eiskaltes Wasser gehalten,
Aha.
Zeit, und dann wurde es besser und ich habe dann auch gar keinen Schmerz mehr gehabt.
Ja, das ist doch gut, das freut mich doch, ne?
Ja,
super.
Und dein Bein ist...
Alles gut. Ich mache jetzt hier gerade was im Moment, ne? Ich gucke, ich habe sie an, ich gucke schon, süß, ja.
Oh,
süß, ja. Bis später, ne? Tschüssi, ne? Bis später. Tschüss. That was Mother. And yesterday also I was with Mother, with my mom. She's a beautiful person, but she always can be a little bit, how mothers can be. Always giving advice and she means well. But especially with my situation, I mean, that's a very unique situation. And in a way, we all have a unique situation. So not to really get into that, but that's also the point of nature, of learning about our nature, of learning about each other's nature, because we all are unique. And we all have developed a nature. We all are the way we are. And I think it's very important to learn that. That's really the kind of learning which then also, as we learn about other people, as we really get to know other people, the interesting thing is through this, we can get to know ourselves. And ultimately, that's really the quest, to gain that knowledge, true knowledge of self. And you can gain that. We all can gain that because we have it within. We have truth lies within ourselves. Wisdom, peace is an attitude, is a way of being. It's not just like we want peace, or like freedom, we want freedom. We are free, we just have unlearned that. And so the point of the exercise, of the practice of Realize to Actualize, is to remind ourselves of that, is to live in that state of being, which is freedom. We are free, you are free, we all are free. But in order for us to be free, it's important to allow other people to be free. That means we need to accept other people for who they are. The main lesson here, and that's one thing I've learned in my own experiences in life, is that you cannot change other people. That's, many people have heard that, and it does make sense. But the practical applications of it is a little bit more difficult. But that's the essential, really, to put that awareness into practice, to live that. And every moment of our lives is an opportunity to do that. So that's also something I wanted to share here and to remind you of, to maybe I can inspire you, motivate you a little bit to begin on that practice for yourself. Next time you're in a difficult situation, or you are with somebody who is a difficult person, and usually you react negatively to that person, or you tend to argue with that person. We all do it. Let's be honest here. But we can unlearn, or we can stop that. As we know, we cannot change other people, but what we can do, we can learn them. We can get to know them. And that's only possible if I don't compare you to myself, if I don't judge you, if I don't have expectations on what I want from you, and then I get frustrated when those needs are not met. When somebody else is saying something or doing something we don't agree with, it's not really about that, because we're all different and we're all unique. We're all extremely unique. And that's, well, where it begins. Once we realize that, we can really come together and we can look at each other, and we especially at people who are difficult for us to deal with, we can look at people as teachers. We all are teachers because we all teach what we have learned. And I'm not talking about school from a teacher or in a book, but what we learn from experience. That's all really the point, to look at that, to become aware of that for myself. What do I really know? What is my philosophy? What have I learned from experience? And then it's also really interesting as we begin to open ourselves up to what others have experienced, what others have learned. And here it is also very important to not compare it to ourselves, because it's impossible. Everybody is unique. Everybody has a unique set of experiences. That is, even within families, even identical twins have unique experiences. But then when we talk about neighborhoods and cities and even cultures in different parts of the world, depending on what religion you grow up under, all of that has an influence. But then there's something in us, and that is really eternal, and that is really that essence, that spirit, which connects all of us, and that is love. That is a new consciousness. The old consciousness that has controlled everything, and that is really the problem, always is fear, something that we have learned. But also we can unlearn that, and that's what, it's something new. It's a new experience, it's a new world, a new age, so to speak, begins. I mean, it's nothing that is really, however people might have a sense about it when they hear new age, the new world. Well, it is a new world, it is a new world as you become new yourself. The now is new, and the now is wow. And that's a matter of also getting in touch with your inner wowness, your inner light, your love, who you really are, the eternal quest. I'm not here to answer that, to give you answers to that. I cannot do that. But I'm here to get you to think about that and to maybe guide you along the process of learning this for yourself, if you care to do so. That's it for right now. My name is Christoph. I'm back in Germany after I've lived for a long time, more than 22 years in America. I have an English-speaking YouTube channel, Realize to Actualize, and that's also my website, realizetoactualize.com. But then also, now that I'm back, that I've been back in Germany since 2013, I also created a German website, which is also translated into English, because among other things, I teach English. I help others with the practice of English. Also German. Sprechen Sie Deutsch? That's why Realize to Actualize is in English and in German, and Kinding is in German and in English. And so it's also interesting to look at that from this perspective in terms of how does one phrase is in German, and then you can see also the same phrase in English. You can learn a lot about that. And that's also an important element of both of those ideologies or systems of thought, philosophies, however you want to look at that. Realize to Actualize, and Kinding, the element of learning. That is real learning that comes from us, that comes from experience, that is a natural thing. It's not about somebody teaching you this, but it's about you learning. You're opening yourself up to learning. And then the second step, which is also, which is the practice. That is also the actualization, the putting this awareness into practice, the living that. And so I welcome you to that. And I also wanted to say here that I am somebody, I have learned this for myself, but I am also learning this for myself to really begin on that practice. And so, I just wanted to take a few moments, and I guess I did take a few moments to share this awareness here on Google Hangouts again. Hope you enjoyed this whenever you're watching this. And I will eventually get to the point where I schedule at specific times. I had that in the past, but then I kind of like, I stopped doing that because I sometimes have to say one of my things. I sometimes am a little bit unorganized, maybe a little bit lazy, even though, yeah, well, I'm learning just like yourself. And so that's the good news. And I'm practicing. And this is like a small step in that direction. So I'm very glad to have had this opportunity. I hope you enjoyed this as well. Thanks for watching. Take a look at the website, and it would be also nice to hear from you. Until then, all the best, and many greetings from Germany, where it's a beautiful sunny day here again today. Bye-bye.